Good morning, everyone. Welcome into the Cleveland Browns Report. We got some news to get to today off the transaction wire as the Browns have added guard Rodger Saffold to their practice squad. So we'll break down this signing, talk about what it means, and then at the end of the video, we're also going to talk about another potential signing that I don't want you to miss. But let's talk about Rodger Saffold, the former second-round pick who is from just outside of Cleveland, from Bedford, went to Indiana, played for the Rams for a long time, most recently with the Titans and the Bills, where he was a two-time Pro Bowler, and he was on the Jets practice squad for the last couple of weeks. He was released yesterday, actually, and like Dalvin Cook, the Jets are letting all their veteran players go so that they can go sign with competing teams. So Rodger Saffold coming back to Northeast Ohio as a practice squad player, and my initial reaction was, oh shit, I sure hope this does not mean someone is injured, because I'm just full-blown paranoid now that all Tuesday signings mean someone at that position is hurt. But ultimately, this is probably just some playoff depth. This is just the Browns going, hey, we've got a guy who grew up in the Cleveland area. Let's get him back on our practice squad. He's got plenty of experience, so if an injury were to pop up, we'd feel a lot more comfortable with him going out there compared to maybe like, I don't know, Michael Dunn or some of the other interior offensive linemen that they've got. So Rodger Saffold coming back as a leader in that locker room, I'm sure, but also just some insurance and some playoff depth. And you're going to see a lot of other teams make some similar type signings to their practice squad. Doesn't guarantee that they're going to see the field at all. I don't think the Browns signed Rodger Saffold because they've got a plan to rest Bitonio and Teller on Sunday against the Bengals. You only get two practice squad elevations, like only two guys can come up to the active roster on game day. And if Dustin Hopkins can't come up, well, you've already got one pretty much outlined for your kicker. So maybe they are dying to get Rodger Saffold up, although I think they'd rather see some other younger guys from their practice squad get the call up on game day. So I don't think this is purely because, oh, Bitonio and Teller are going to sit on Sunday, we need to sign a guard. No, I think this is a bigger picture of let's get some depth for the postseason. Let's get some experience in this locker room, and let's get some guys that are going to be professionals playing in January and make sure that we have the best practices possible. Now, never miss a single signing when you are subscribed to the channel. It does not matter how big or how small. We keep you guys informed and entertained all season long, and we are closing in on 31,400 subscribers. So help us reach that milestone and hit the sub button down below if you have not already. Now, for all my PFF nerds out there, here are his PFF grades over the last 4 seasons. I don't really understand how he was a Pro Bowler last year for the Bills, but PFF said he's a 43.7. This is one of those moments where you go, PFF is not the end-all, be-all when evaluating players, because clearly these two are on very different pages. But you can see that he played some great ball with the Tennessee Titans 3 years down in Nashville. Got a little bit worse and a little bit older, I guess, as the seasons progressed. But Rodger Saffold, I still think, has some good football left in the tank. And if the Browns ultimately do need to have some help on the interior offensive line, God forbid that Joel Bitonio or Wyatt Teller were to go down, I feel a whole lot more comfortable with Saffold stepping in there compared to Luke Whippler or maybe even a little bit of Michael Dunn, although Dunn had that great game against the 49ers. So I think this is hey, we've got a guy from Cleveland. We've got a spot that we don't have a ton of depth at the moment. Let's just, dot our I's and cross our T's and make sure we put ourselves in a good position to have good depth going into the postseason. And we don't look back and go, damn, we were too skinny at this one position, and we know that we have been injury-plagued this year. We didn't do anything about it, and it came back to haunt us. Now, next up on the show, we're going to talk about the latest buzz on signing Dalvin Cook, because it appears to be the only thing this fan base wants to talk about right now. So I'll give you my opinion on that in case you missed our show yesterday. But first, today's show is sponsored by Game Time. Game Time does not want the dog pound worrying when you're trying to buy tickets to your next big event. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. So let's say you want to go see a Browns playoff game, or you want to go see a Cavs game, or any other sporting event in your area. Game Time is the place to visit first. I think I speak for all of us when I say there's nothing better than that spur-of-the-moment trip of, hey, let's go see this game. Tickets are, super expensive. Never mind, we're not going to do that anymore. But with Game Time, you don't have that issue. You don't run into emptying your bank account to go see a game. No, Game Time is the fast and easy way to get tickets for all your favorite local sporting events, comedy shows, theater, all that good stuff. So make sure you download the Game Time app and then create an account and use code BROWNSCHAT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem the code BROWNSCHAT for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. So Dalvin Cook was officially released today, which means he has to clear the waiver wire. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the league. After the NFL trade deadline, all players released must go through the waiver wire. So we'll see if a team puts a waiver claim in for Dalvin Cook. If they do, they have to release someone from their active 53-man roster. I'm not really thinking anyone is in line to do that. So when you look at what Dalvin Cook has done this year, he averaged a career low 3.2 yards per carry, 214 yards, 67 carries. This is a practice squad signing at best, league-wide. I know Dalvin Cook's a big name. I know he was pretty good not too long ago with the Minnesota Vikings. Dalvin Cook is Dalvin Cook. I'm not interested in Dalvin Cook. Like, if you want to add him to the practice squad, kind of like with remember the Chiefs did that with Le'Veon Bell, and I think it was the Bucks adding LaShawn McCoy. Like, sure, at one point they were really good, but they're not that guy anymore. You're not that guy. So Dalvin Cook, I'm not in love with adding Dalvin Cook, the 2023 version, now the 2024 version, because that 2021 guy who averaged only 5 yards a pop, yeah, he's gone. Like, he's averaging 1.5 yards less than what he did just 2 seasons ago. Now, there's definitely something to be said about the Browns' running back room not being super encouraging and definitely standing to gain some extra talent because Jerome Ford has been struggling lately, although he was great against the Jets, so kind of snapped that cold streak. But if you add Dalvin Cook, you're just splitting Kareem Hunt's carries. Like, Dalvin Cook is not coming in here to start. Dalvin Cook would be a practice squad signing at best, like I said. And if he were to be called up or added, he would just join Kareem Hunt in goal line touches, which Kareem Hunt has no issue at the goal line. That's the one thing he has done very, very well this year. So you're not really adding anything to your running back room, which over the last couple of weeks has really struggled. It was good against the Jets. It was great against the Jets, and that was awesome to see because they really needed to get some momentum going into the playoffs. But again, if you add Dalvin Cook, do not think you are adding a new starting running back. You will be mistaken. It'll be a practice squad signing, and if he does get added to the roster on game day, I don't know what he brings to this running back room that they don't already have. They've already got that goal line back in 27. They've got a good pass blocker in Kareem Hunt and Jerome Ford. I'm just not really sold on Dalvin Cook bringing anything new to this locker room. I think people are just chasing your fantasy football team from 2019, and it's 2024. Time to close the yearbook. But let me know, should the Browns sign Dalvin Cook? Yes or no? If they sign Dalvin Cook, cool. It's going to be a fun little video we do, but outside of that, I actually don't expect much from Dalvin Cook from the Browns or any other team. Maybe he has some playoff Leonard Fournette juices in him like Fournette did with the Buccaneers 2-3 years ago, but I wouldn't hold your breath on that. So, no, I'm not banking on Dalvin Cook coming in here and being a big-time rusher for this team in the postseason. I don't see it happening. That's going to do it for us on today's show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate everyone taking time out of their Wednesday morning to come hang out with us. Remember, if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you go ahead and do so. Do not miss a video.